All right.
Welcome. We're back. Hi,
Mark?
Thibaut.
Yep. Love you, Mark. So you're gonna play a game?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. We're sitting in the queue right now, and Thibaut's gonna give me a little coaching. I've got a little bit of my confidence back from last week.
Nice.
I caught up on some sleep and returned to playing some heroes that I'm a little more comfortable with. So I had a pretty fun game last night. So feeling good about representing artillery here in the queue.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to hop in the queue too, you might play against Mark here.
Yeah.
So do that. The queue pops in about 2.5 minutes,
Yeah.
no more. We also will take a few questions as always. Keep in mind we're engineers. Questions about the specific details about the patch notes are a little bit out of scope, just because I personally don't actually know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
But if you have again questions about engineering or the game in general or where we're heading,
Yep.
feel free to do.
All right. I guess, and while we're waiting for questions to come in, I'll just say a quick word about stability. That's been sort of my full-time job for the past 7 days or so. We've gotten, all the crash reports that you guys are sending in are super helpful. Anytime, it's never not helpful to send in a crash report if you have a crash or any other problem. We just did a client release that we think is going to fix one class of errors that we've seen a lot of. So if you've had trouble with getting black screen on startup or immediate crashes and things like that, this may improve that situation. And if it doesn't, let us know, and we'll keep looking at the bugs that remain.
Okay. So we have a question here. A question about the game itself. Do things produce slower if you have a lot of research/unit queued at the same time?
I don't think so.
So the actual build time of the unit will be the same. Mostly where it matters is if you have too many things producing at once in your slots, then what you will queue after that will actually go in the queue and will wait for those first units and upgrade to finish. So if you have, for example, 3 slots and you're producing 2 upgrades, those take a long time.
Yeah.
So while those research, you will only have 1 slot available for producing units, which could definitely impact how fast you get your.
Yeah, upgrades in particular, I think, are kind of the big thing to be aware of there, because they take a long time to research. And so one thing that I do a lot that bites me is I'll start a tech upgrade of some sort, either tech level or attack damage or anything like that, and then I'll get in a battle and lose my army. And now after that, I'm like, okay, so I have attack damage level 2 and it's 30% done, and I have physical resist level 1 and it's 40% done.
Yep.
And so I'm using 2 out of my 4 production slots to do these upgrades. I don't have an army. I want to remax. I don't want to cancel the upgrades because I've already it's not like they're 1% done. They're so that's definitely something to think about in terms of scheduling your production during play.
Rendar has a very important question here. Do we plan on adding any special Snurp Herder dance? So it's funny because we actually talked before about having emotes for units. That's again like pretty long term, just because we have so much to fix and change before that. But in the pretty long term, we definitely like to have some slash dance and stuff like that.
I think we'll be looking at calling the Snurp Herder dance the Snurp Man, and the marketing campaign for that will use the catchphrase "Come on, do the Snurp Man." So we have that part of it planned out.
Hit.
Yeah, we have that part of it.
All right, so we got into a game. Let's switch our camera.
Okay, good. We're on XCal's team. For a second, I thought we were playing against XCal.
Ooh, is that dev versus?
Yeah, so we have 2 out of 3 devs on this team here.
All right.
XCal is a good dev. I am a bad dev. So
should even out.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna go with Ryme because I love Ryme.
So Ryme, lots of CC, quite a little bit of tanking with Notivisks and the Ice Frogs there.
Yeah.
Let's notify them that we're streaming. Alright. And just to be sure, Mark, do you have the minimap on the left or on the right?
Let me just go in here, and I'm just gonna Yeah, I don't want to reset that. Interface.
So,
Right, that's, yeah, so that's where we want that.
and
Let me check this. I'm just going to reset keys and then turn these on. Oh, that's
some
too
of us
much. Yeah.
Some of us use middle click drag quite a bit.
All right, all
right. So what are you gonna go with?
So I always want to go like Cryo Walker with Ryme and Arctic Newt for just maximum CC, but I feel like that's not actually good. I think I'm gonna do an engineer.
Engineers, yeah.
Do we have an engineer on our team? No, XCal's got engineer.
Double engineer is actually a pretty good strat,
Okay.
just because you can pressure 2 sides of the map at the same time.
All right.
Which is just very good by itself. Most of the time, if you have just one engineer, it's fairly easy for the enemy team to just focus that one and deal with it. Even if it's during a Titan fight, you can just have one player split off and pick that off. It's very easy. If you can like place 2 at the same time, it's actually much harder to deal with.
Okay, maybe we'll try to do that. And the question then is the opposing team watching the stream right now?
Yeah, we for the sake of it, we didn't put any delay in the stream. Please do not stream snipe. That would be nice.
At least for our teammates' sake here, Bobby and I can take it. But, I mean, there's still 20-30 seconds of delay, so I don't think we have to worry about ganking from stream.
Plus, when you place in the engineers, they immediately show up on the minimap, so it shouldn't be that bad.
All right, it was time to build my army, and I built my army. So I'm excited about the change in the patch with the starting with 2 tier 1s, right? Is that the
So you will, with the new patch, you'll basically you won't have to warp in your hero. It will come pre-warped in between the nexus and your base, and it will come in with 2 of your tier 1s. So that basically just lets you start a little faster and start already with the hero and the units within camera, which is just a pretty good quality of life improvement in general. The other thing I'm really looking forward to with that particular patch is the little extra shards that you will stock with. And that will basically let you have a bit of variation in your very early composition. I personally like to play red quite a bit. You've probably seen me play red in the previous streams, actually, and that patch will actually let me build a 1 or 2 Cinder Beetle right at the start of the game, which I like a lot, just to take down camps, to apply a little bit of pressure with the free Cinderlings. It's definitely nice. We cannot hear game audio. Oh boy, that again.
All right, you're gonna have to.
Do you want to quickly try and fix it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm happy to do whatever you want. I have no idea how to fix it though. If you need me to.
We changed headset again. We probably shouldn't have done that. I think you'll have to bear with us for this game, and we'll definitely make sure that we fix it for the next time.
Okay, so Thibaut, I'm going to need you to do sound effects for the viewers' benefit here while we're in this game. I can do a few.
I'm not sure I'm good enough to do that.
Am
I good enough? Nah.
I don't know. We need. I can do some maybe some explosion sounds, but playing Ryme, we're not going to get much of an opportunity for that. Okay.
Just
okay, here they come.
Yep. All right, so we got 2 players at the bottom here, so you definitely want to play pretty safe. Either call your teammate, which I think he will come and help you in a second. So what you want to do here is probably just bait. So try to attack them a little bit just so that Vex keep committing. And now your teammate, definitely go on it now. Try to slow down. The enemy Vex hero might be able to take that down. No,
if I can get one more slow off.
So you have to be careful.
Oh, we got it. Okay, we got him.
So you guys got it. Here you have to be very careful, especially as the Vela character, since your units are very slow and very fragile. You definitely don't want to let Hydros just get in your face and slow you, because that would be a lot of your units going down.
Yeah. Okay. Not quite enough for Tech 2 upgrade yet. So I'm going to keep just building Arctic Newts, and I need to get some supply up.
So what's your plan for the first Titan fight, which is in about 40 seconds?
40 seconds. I think my plan is I'm going to deploy all my available units and head to the center.
Sounds good.
I'm not sure.
Pretty safe plan there.
With 40 seconds of planning, I'd kind of forgotten about that.
It's actually I'm joking, but it's actually a fairly safe plan, especially because they're a little bit bullied out of the bottom lane. So what you want to do here is just make sure you do not lose your units, because the Titan will spawn in a bit.
Yeah. And
actually being in the center area before your enemy is quite a decent advantage, because it might let you zone them out for a while.
Okay, we got 4 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna stay in front here, and
what I suggest doing is warding up the left bush, just to make sure you don't get sandwiched here. Yep. Alright, so our team getting some decent DPS on the Titan already.
Gonna get my Tech 2 upgrade started here.
Almost halfway there. Since they had the opportunity to start it very early, they might actually be able to only focus on the Titan for this very first one. It goes pretty fast, especially with the composition they have right now. It's just a lot of DPS in general.
Yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about here. I don't see how they can possibly.
Yeah, the only thing you have to keep in mind is that, the Titan basically end up rotating as their health go down. So in the end, the Titan you need to DPS is actually on the enemy side. So if they decided to pressure them, there would be enough tight spot. But here it's basically uncontested for them.
Yeah, we've got a full health Titan right here,
and quite a lot of units to back it up. So that's pretty good for them. You don't want to get sniped out of it for sure. You don't want to tank the tower shots too much. The towers do AoE and slow damage. So you're losing quite a bit of units to it there. You want to make sure you let your Titan tank most of the towers. If you actually have control over the Titan, it's better to shift the Titan a little bit to the left there, just so that it can tank both towers at the same time.
Alright.
Okay, so let's see what they're going to do with the Titan now.
I'm going to get my first engineer in construction here, so after this fight resolves, I can get a ion cannon up.
Yep, so about engineers, actually. Engineers, basically, so they do not cost shards, they only cost energy, so they're really cheap. Their main cost is just a slot in your deck and a slot in the production queue. So it's usually pretty good to, whenever you have enough energy and a free slot in your production queue, to just produce one, make sure you have one, and that will let you apply pressure later in the game.
Okay.
So one thing interesting here that they did with the Titan is a lot of pretty common opening with the first Titan is to just take down those first 2 outer towers that you can see at the bottom here. For this one, they decided to take 1 out of the bottom and 1 on the left, which is pretty interesting. The one on the left might enable them to actually go and actually immediately or pretty soon deal with the War Spire and the healing generator, which is very interesting.
I was hoping I would be able to get that ion cannon down, and there was just no way. Okay, I see Bobby. I assume that's Bobby is healing our tower, negating.
Oh, got your hero right there. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna try to get a Frost Caller out to make this Vela think twice before engaging, because right now he can just sort of bully me quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna
so good ways to deal with the engineers here. Just long range units in general. Vela snipers are great for it. Red is pretty decent at it too, just with slightly later game units, so it wouldn't be as easy to deal with it at this point in the game.
Nice heal by the enemy Hydros there. That was...
just because you don't have Apocalypse and Ember Fiends just yet. Yeah, so we can see, let's see, we have 1 engineer down.
I'm sorry, I built a patch bot earlier, not an engineer.
No, you do have an engineer currently.
Oh, it's just the unit.
This is, I believe, Bobby's engineer. So if you
okay, yeah, there's mine.
there
Okay,
go.
so yeah, so I'm gonna try and get one up down here.
Yep.
Really give them
so
some
the first one, especially to take just the outer towers, you can keep that cannon pretty safe. As you can see, it will show up on the minimap as you hold X, and you can actually place it like way back, and you see that you can get the first towers from.
Do
I
I
would
still-
place it at the start of the bush right there.
Right here?
Yep, you'll get the 2 towers, and you'll be in a bush, which will be a little easier to protect.
Alright.
Meanwhile, I'd suggest doing either your medium camp, try to contest their medium camp, they might have already done it, or just stay around your engineer.
Yeah, I'm gonna, for now, I'm gonna...
Make sure you pull him back.
Yeah. Okay, you're going on a different hotkey there, buddy. Oh, no, come on. Yeah, there's some of those pathing issues,
which are not
feeling.
quite issues. It's mostly just because your own units are attacking, so they're in hold position.
Yeah.
Basically, an easy way to deal with that is to just make sure you move your army forwards just a little bit.
Alright, we got a tower.
Alright, we got a tower, that's pretty good. Working on the second one.
We've got a double
Double
ion cannon here. Okay.
That should help.
I'm gonna see if I can claim these shards here. That's
that's quite a lot of resources actually. You want to make sure you don't get put out of position.
Yeah.
You can basically just send 1 unit usually, which is enough.
Okay, we're gonna just get out of here. I can see them
that
down
tower is
here.
gonna go down pretty fast. You can see that the enemy red player actually already has Apocalypse, so you'll have to watch out for that.
Okay, I'm gonna start getting some magic resist in that case. Oh, and I see. Okay, we got a Hydro.
So you'll have to be careful.
Yeah, I do not want to.
You don't want to get sandwiched. You can see all 3 players trying to collapse on you there. So definitely want to play safe. They're gonna deal with probably the engineer that or the ion cannon that Bobby placed right there.
Yeah, I'm getting 2 Nautilusks out just so this Hydros can't just completely wreck me.
We have an interesting question here from Flare, which is, are we supposed to individually micro the Arctic newts to change slow? If you do have the amount of APM required to do that, it's actually a really good strat for sure. You can change slow for a very long time. It takes quite a lot of focus, just because you have to single click and then hit Q. But that's definitely a very good strategy there with them.
This is a really engineer-heavy game. There's just, I think this is like the 5th or 6th ion cannon of the game.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a lot of back and forth there with the engineers. That one was placed a little too forward. It was just in range of the tower. Might have been actually able to stay in range and be
I
in
gotta
that
get out of
rush,
there.
which would have been a little easier to defend. But again, when there's just one and a player fully commits to one, it's a little hard. So the Titans are up. So you probably want to get there and support your teammate.
Yep. Although we got a player just farming here. Unfortunately,
it's a Hydros player though. You'll have a tough time. What you want to do is slow them real quick, just so that they don't get in range, and kite them. So yeah, in that situation, when you see scuttle guards rolling towards you and you're playing Ryme, what you want to do is get the cold snap from your tier 1s as early as possible and with as much range as possible, so that you can kite them and not get actually caught.
So that was shaping up to be a pretty good trade for us, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, didn't go as well.
I overcommitted just for a second, and
so you got to rebuild your army now.
Okay, and I don't have any upgrades in the queue, which is nice, but I'm also totally energy starved here, so
yeah. So you're definitely gonna have to focus a little bit more on the creep camps later on, just to get back in terms of economy. Basically, what I suggest doing right now, since they're out DPSing you a little bit, is to either focus on the Titan if they're backing off like this, or try to pick key unit like this Frost Collar right there that was a little more committed. So you basically want to get, if it's Hydros, you want to get those patch bots, you want to get the Frost Collars. Trying to pick the Apocalypse from the red player is actually really good too. But yeah, you're definitely being bullied out pretty hard by the Hydros player there.
Yeah. Oh, now we got a Hydros with a Devilkin Dervish on top of it. That is a frightening combination. Yeah.
What I would almost suggest doing is try to reposition near your allies, so a little bit to the right, so that you can basically support red. Yeah, as he is pushing back.
Okay, nice.
That is pretty good. What you might want to try doing is try pushing the
Do we have a jug threat up here? No, it's just
it's just an Exofiend.
Oh, we got some conduits out.
So what I'd suggest trying is freezing the conduits, freezing the high tier white units, and try to deal with them.
Yeah, I'm afraid to get anywhere near them right now, though. With
yeah.
I'll keep looking for an opportunity.
Hydros in front of you, it's much harder. But if you can get the Hydros out of position so that the white player is actually vulnerable. Yep. 2 key pick units.
Oh! Whoop! Nope.
Not going into the destructive prophecy for sure. So what's interesting there is red is actually a little afraid of committing to that Titan right there. That is actually pretty low health. Probably don't want to stay too much into Hydros' range.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the Titan.
Hydros by himself, the Skull Guards don't have that much DPS, but in the
I think this guy's buying damage upgrades because I feel like I should check in a second here, but
it's just that if they stay in your face, yeah, they can put up a bit of DPS for sure. Some more Arctic Newts coming out.
Yeah. Okay, we managed to catch up on damage here, I think. Which is nice. Yikes.
You might want to be able to... you might be able to just focus on the Titan, finish your Titan. Alright, we got it.
So they didn't let us take that Titan with anything close to full health. So I think even though it's second Titan, I feel like we're probably going to do...
That's pretty good for them for sure, because especially since they put the 2 engineer towers down there, it already cleared up the outer towers, so it will be much harder for the red team to push back on that Titan for sure. That's going to be a free engineer
That was
pick.
A bad shot on Hydros there. We're not going to be able to take him down.
The Iron Cannon on the right also doing work, just took that outer tower bottom. You don't want to get picked up here, yep.
Oh, we got a good destructive prophecy there.
Titan just working on that War Spire. Yeah, that's quite a lot of resources too. Might be able to take on the healing generator if whoever is controlling it sets it on it.
Yikes.
Yeah, you might want to back off now.
That's oh jeez. Yeah, and we can't. That's okay, they punished us for that.
That's another interesting thing about the slight move speed buff coming up in the next patch, is that those AoEs will be just a little bit easier to dodge when you're retreating.
Okay. Now I am in the. I need to go take an easy camp because I have no shards. I can't. I have no energy. I can't even build.
It would be a little hard for them to contest that hard camp here. There's 2 schools here. You might be able to contest it. You might not be able to actually get it for free. Another possibility is to just get the hard camp top, since they have their entire army bottom.
Alright, yeah, and it looks like somebody else is thinking the same thing, so...
Yep. So I see one of your allied amassing a few units top there. Just want to make sure you don't get caught out. You might want to be careful, leave a ward there potentially.
I have no wards right now.
We see 2 armies.
I'm actually going to take this one while I'm in the...
I think you have to go to the hard camp as soon as possible.
Right.
Otherwise they're going to collapse on you, or take the opportunity of that hard camp top to push bottom. So you definitely want to deal with that Exofiend real quick. Hopefully you won't burrow before you finish it. Oh, just in time. Nice.
We got it. Okay.
So what you want to do now is just focus on the hard camp, get it down as fast as possible before they can collapse on you. This is going to be a little hard. What I would suggest doing is pick your hero and go put a ward in that brush.
Yeah, I wanted to get my Nautilus positioned first. No! Okay. My micro is falling apart here. Okay, come on, buddy.
Okay, we see one player playing white here, trying to contest a little bit.
I don't have any wards.
Oh, you don't have any wards.
Yeah, I already knew that, and I forgot it. But we got the camp.
You got it,
so
that's fine.
Okay, so I can actually build some units again.
Some shards.
Why do I have auto production on? What in the?
So what's your plan for the next Titan fight here? Trying to get maybe an Ice Frog?
I think getting an Ice Frog out is doing Oops.
That would definitely let you freeze Hydros quite a bit if you overcome
not
it.
enough
That's pretty good.
supply. So I don't know if I should try to sack some units here.
So you have a few.
I think I only need like to sack one Arctic Newt.
You could also just try and take down that outer tower there. You got a few Nautilusks to tank for.
That is true. Let's just do that.
As long as you ward the push down, you'll be able to see them coming. I don't know if you'll have enough DPS to take it down fast enough, but I think it goes down pretty fast. Yeah. Okay,
and we should have enough for a frog. Okay, cool. we got our frog.
And that's
coming.
A little more resources too.
Yep. I'm gonna keep working on my magic. Oh, I never got my first magic resist. I must not have had enough shards when I tried to buy it the first time. That's
Alright, that hard cam definitely helped you there for sure. Yeah. We'll see how that ice frog plays out.
Look at that! I'm getting some. I don't know why I got those. Did you get? I must have tapped
you have
one
your
of those.
Engineers right there.
Ah, okay.
So your engineer was actually.
I'm just being a completely parasitic teammate here. I forgot all about that guy. I should probably. Whoa. Okay, I don't like this.
Yeah, Ted started pointing out that we should probably have contested bottom. I think it would have probably been okay. It would have been a really good advantage for them if they could have contested bot and also taken top. The question there would have been, do they have enough army to actually properly contest and get the bottom camp? And after that, would the other team have contested top instead of just giving them for free? Alright, Titans are up. So collapsing on white, that is really good. The conduit pickoff will definitely help if you can get the other one. Not quite, but you got the hero, that's pretty good too.
Baited a destructive prophecy with my... Well, I say that as though I did that intentionally, but, you know.
Nailed it.
Okay, I don't know if it's correct to try to get that guy, but he was in my way, so...
Oh, Vex got out of position. If you can surround, he might not be able to get out. Ult from Vex, careful. Losing quite a few units there.
Oh, that was bad.
That was a lot of AoEs and abilities on there.
But I got the hero, so it cancels out, right? Just say yes.
Yes. Yeah, when you're caught out of position like this, and you get a few abilities, it's better to usually just cancel out of the fight. Yeah. Even if it was left, and it would have taken some time out of the Titan.
Okay, I've got my frog out now, so I can punish them if they extend here. We can. Although I don't know if we have enough to capitalize. I can freeze them all, but it doesn't look like we have a whole lot of DPS here.
The red team's actually bowled out pretty tightly down there. You might be able to get an icy breath if your team follows. If you can see down there on the
okay,
right.
let's see what we can do.
You can catch that red army, or that didn't quite go out as planned.
No, that did.
I guess I should have suggested exactly on who to use it. On blue, it's okay. I would say on blue, it's okay as a defensive mechanism. Like if blue is really getting in your face, icy breath on them can just temporize them out. What would have been pretty good there is if Mark had used the icy breath on the red army that actually overextended on the right. And
I got another one though.
Those units are pretty slow and not tanky at all. So if you can land that icy breath on them, it can let your allies actually capitalize on it and land quite a few AoEs.
I don't know if you were watching, but I feel like we just made up a lot of the deficit that we lost in that previous battle. So that was nice.
That was a definitely nice pick on the blue player there.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can give these conduits some grief because those are gonna.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
If you can land some frost falls, little close, but that beam not quite, just like going in between the two.
Oh god, I followed it. I did literally the worst possible thing that I could have done in that moment is exactly what I did, which was to minimize my distance from the center of that circle at all times.
Ooh, circle, let me go.
Yeah. I hope the viewers are having a nice laugh at my expense here. Bobby is, I'm sure, raging. Sorry, Bobby.
Alright, so Titan health's pretty cool.
Going kind of okay.
Some Arctic Newts coming back in a bit. Your army's a little low right now, but...
Oh, it's quite low.
before you get your allies, I'd say just stick with your allies. Make sure you don't get caught out of position by the blue player who now has Ice Frogs too.
Oh.
Alright, Hydros ult. Looks like they just want to finish the Titan. Oh, careful, careful.
Oh,
yep.
I didn't see the frog.
Alright, not
Well,
quite able to commit to the DPS on the Ice Frog Ice Breath. Some Destructive Prophecies taking out Eris. Don't want to get picked out by the snipes, yep. Okay, so you got a few more Arctic Newts ready to warp in there.
Oh, I should have frozen that guy in the middle of that heat wave. You know, I was playing last night and I could not remember the name of Heat Wave, and I got called out for it. That's what it's like to be a dev. You have to know
fairly recently.
You have to know everything. Yeah.
We changed the name what a month ago, maybe something like that. Don't even remember what it was called before.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Get conduited. Oh.
Losing a couple units there.
Yep.
Sadly. I think,
yeah, they zoned me really well there. You know what I don't have and what I really need is my range upgrade on my newts.
Oh, yeah. Pretty nice ult. Vivax not picking out too much either.
Now, meanwhile, they've got a ion cannon down there that's, I'm not sure, I guess it's still putting some pressure on us, but...
It's putting some pressure, but it's definitely better
we definitely gotta, gotta get this tight. And I think, okay, we got it, we got it.
I think that was a slight misplay by the enemy team there. They were really, really close, to getting that Titan, and they did not quite finish it. It must have been really, really close. You might want to help push with the Titan.
Yeah,
you might actually be able to take down.
I'm coming. I'm just gonna try to
boost generators. Get
take that guy.
Not quite burrowing. So using Exofiends to farm like this is pretty good. What you definitely want to do when you do that is when you actually get caught out of position to just, if they don't have any scouting or any vision, like Sentinel or I don't remember what they're called, the upgraded wards, you just want to burrow down into the ground, and then the enemy team won't be able to deal with you. Unless they have AoEs, of course. So you definitely want to grab those shards here. Yeah, nice. Quite a lot of shards. So what are you going to do? Just more stats upgrades, yeah?
Yeah, for now. I don't have the...
So staying a pretty low-tech army, but with decent upgrades.
Yeah, that's the plan for now.
Careful the heat wave.
Whoa!
Staying in the circle.
Oh,
that was a lot of damage there.
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity, to echo Bobby's comments about Ember Fiend being a little problematic. I think that was a good demonstration. It wasn't really, a player skill or a misplay issue.
It was totally not because you didn't get out of in time, right?
No, I mean,
it's totally because Exofiend's OP, right?
That's the conclusion I'm forced to come to. So, okay, what's going on here? Why is this guy going up in the middle? Okay, he's going back. All right. Oof. Oh, for some reason my hands are just sweating like crazy. I don't normally get sweaty hands.
Noting that the center blocking beams is insanely intuitive. Are you talking about the fact that the center of the map
the critter blocking
actually makes the beam?
Oh my god! Oh. Okay. I think the critter blocking is probably my personal #1 pet peeve in the game right now. So if anybody else is feeling
looking into that for sure.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some changes going in that patch actually that will help. We're definitely still keeping an eye on it and working on it for sure.
Now, my engineer has just been... See, this is not a good multitasker. My engineer has...
Nightlink a little bit.
I'm gonna... So, most of the outer towers are gone. I'm gonna take him... I'm just gonna... Well, I don't know.
Maybe we're keeping him alive a little bit, either for the next Titan fight or when you actually know where they are. That's what you're saying. Oh, okay, so I thought we fixed this. I'll definitely bring it up if that's not the case. The center area in the map where the Titan spawns definitely should not interrupt the conduits beams and stuff like that. Oh, we fixed it. Yeah, I'll definitely bring it up for sure. That is not intended.
Okay, I'm gonna get my Nautilus plate upgrade, and I'm gonna start going for ability power. Okay. Okay, now what's going on up here?
Okay, so you're trying
Possible
to push a little
backdoor.
bit. You want to make sure they don't get to your ward fire.
You know, I think
they're committing to it, but you want to stay reasonably close so that you can defend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the middle here so I can make a different choice here if I need to.
Yeah, I think they're gonna back from it and not actually push all the way forward. Yep. So
here comes
Titans
Titan.
are gonna spawn pretty soon, so you want to get ready. You have some Arctic Newts in your ward queue, so you want to ward them and get ready for that fight. You have quite a few shards too. I don't know if you want to start on another upgrade or.
Yeah, I guess we'll just get that going.
Sounds good. Alright, be careful up there, you're getting...
Oh, see, he's
anyways,
still...
That's quite a lot of commitment there from blue player.
I think that's a misplay.
Yeah, that's gonna be very hard. It would have been actually a pretty nice flank / pincer, whatever you call it, if their allies... Oh my god.
So... You know... I was thinking, boy, I got a lot of AoE in my army right now, but what I neglected to consider was that they have burst AoE and I have dot AoE, and alright, well,
that didn't go very well for you there.
No, everybody is are they shit talking me on the stream yet? Or they're like, we want to see Thibaut play.
No, that's fine. It was a very odd decision, Mark, apparently. That.
You know, I just get greedy. I think, okay, I got these
some juicy red units. Gotta get them.
Yeah, that's just bad decision making. That is just bad decision making.
That was a lot of AoE and just very good usage of them by the red player, spreading them out really well, zoning out with the Vex ultimate so that you couldn't get out. That was really good play.
Well, hopefully I provided net enjoyment to our players by doing that. Since we only have we have 2 devs on this team, so my teammate hates me, but everybody on the other team and probably everybody on the stream, everybody watching the stream got a lot of enjoyment out of that. So
it's always fun to watch.
Well, now how is it that we're so far ahead on this Titan? I feel like they should have capitalized on the fact that I no longer have an army.
I think that's what's happening in that particular game, which is good for you in a sense.
Okay, we gotta. Okay, or they're just gonna stay in the
the bushes,
and throw
throw heat waves at you. Yeah. What's currently
happening
is mostly that
on these guys.
The enemy team is doing quite a bit of damage, getting a really good amount of picks and just killing a lot of units in general, but they're not actually working that well together and they're not actually capitalizing on it.
I have been in that situation myself. In fact, I think on this stream with you, I think I have had a game exactly like that where
that is fair. So what you want to make sure in that situation, if you're playing red, for example, there is whenever you get some nice picks, whenever you like wipe an entire army, wipe a player. You definitely want to try and capitalize on it by either clamping down and just trying to pick off the remaining 2 players in a 3v2, or just going all in on the Titan and just DPSing down.
Hey, look at this. Look at, well, you know, I'm just gonna...
you can send just like a couple of your unit, like maybe 2 Arctic Newts, and you'll be able to take that down. Okay, looks like you're gonna get that Titan and contest it again. Yep. Alright, so what I'd suggest here, this is a minute 30 Titan, which is going to do a lot of damage, so I would just suggest going all the way with the Titan, almost ignore that little guy there, and just finish the game, try to finish the game before higher tier units.
Okay. I'm just going to A-move and let the aggro on those guys stick until they take it out, and...
Yep. What I'd be really careful of is that top...
yeah, that is
that top plateau right there. It's a really good position for the red player. It's also a potentially tough position if you can pincer them properly, but
wait, I can't. Yeah,
you can move on the left of that.
Yeah. No, but just in general, yeah. The Ember Fiend play, we are seeing a lot of that.
Yeah. If you can catch red out of position here, your ult maybe? Yes. Okay, that's good picks right there. Yeah, want to get the Apocalypse down as soon as possible. Conduits are the same, and this is also why we're touching on them in the next patch. But focus right now in the current patch is definitely top priority Exofiend and Conduits. Trying to take down the Apocalypse. Really key target there too. All right. It's quite a bit of DPS. I'm not sure the Titan will be quite.
I just froze the archive. Why did I do that? I'm like, oh, I wonder if I have that ability ready. That archive is not going anywhere.
Sure, you want to make sure you tank for your
yeah, I'm just gonna try to get in a little closer here.
Player.
Oh, well, we got it.
Nice.
We got it.
Just enough DPS there to finish it. GG. Yep.
All right. Whew. That was an intense game. Sorry about the lack of sound on the stream there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna fix that. It's a little tricky when we keep changing headset. We're just gonna probably just buy one and keep that one there.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Alright, let's go back to scene camera there. I guess we have a couple minutes to take on any questions you might have left. And after that, we're probably gonna call it a day and go back to making the game.
Yeah. Oh, I had actually a question. Did you guys talk about Warp Drone at all before I came in here?
Oh, we did not touch on that actually. Yes.
Okay. I think to everybody who's seeing a lot of Warp Drone cheese wins, we're definitely looking at that.
Yeah, mostly, if not just with how it's used, but also just how the ability itself works. It's an ability that is definitely hasn't seen that much love in the past, almost year?
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to touch on that and make sure the ability behaves a lot more consistently and in a less messy way for sure. Rod saying change music in game, please. That's actually, yeah, we've posted that on the Reddit. It's actually a music we've had probably ever since the beginning of times.
Yeah, it's so funny, and we do get some criticism of it, but we also get a surprising number of people saying this is the best music ever, and which frankly we are baffled by. We will be replacing it.
At some point, for sure.
It did not make the cut for alpha because.
Just a lot of things to focus on for an open
there's
alpha.
only so many hours in the day.
There's definitely a lot of things we like about it, just especially for the early game because it's fairly slow. It's pretty paced.
Yeah,
it's really nice. One thing we were definitely talking about regarding the music is just having the music escalate over the game or over the fights.
Yeah.
So when that makes sense, we'll definitely take another look at that.
Yeah. Let's see. Tedster says that was a very odd decision, Mark. I don't know what you're referring to, Tedster.
I don't know either. Yeah, I mean that game went.
But get in touch with me offline. Yeah, I'd be happy to talk with you about it. But right.
I feel Amelia says I feel like it's too easy to send the Titan directly to the Nexus, skipping towers to win. Is there any plan change to address that? We're definitely talking about it internally. Since we're still touching on the actual game pacing and game flow and doing a few number tweaks on Titans and stuff like that, we definitely want to nail that down first.
Yeah.
And if that particular issue is still a problem then we'll definitely do more experiments trying to fix that.
Yeah. God, I think my face is really red. I'm like sweating from that game. That was crazy. Oh, all right.
All right. I think that was about it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, cool.
So,
we're gonna post the VOD on that on YouTube pretty soon.
Yep.
Just in case you didn't quite catch the start of the stream, maybe we should recap real quick what are gonna go in the patch.
Yeah. We'll do a quick recap. So, and also, I know Thibaut mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. We have sort of two different pieces of the game that go out. One is the client, which is the thing that you chat in, obviously, and one is the game itself. And so there was a client patch this morning, and a lot of people said, like, well, where are the patch notes? So just understand that the client is sort of the infrastructure of the game, and the things that go in there are typically, they're either technical, fixes for stability, or else it's UI changes to the post game screen. All of Yeah, there we go. All this stuff, graphs, and then the game itself, which is of course what you're actually excited about, is released totally separately, and so there are going to be separate patch notes for that.
Okay, so let's touch up real quick on what this patch will address.
And we're going to go fast for anybody who was
we're
actually
not
here
gonna,
at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, we're not going to go in as much details as we had at the start. Well, there will be, the key points are there will be a couple nerfs on a couple key units, mostly Amber Fiends and Conduits, as well as a couple smaller tweaks to other units.
Yep.
We're also going to put a couple art changes, including a couple tweaks to the maps around the camps and the brushes, and a new VFX for Celestia's ult. We're also looking in some game pacing and systems patches and updates, mostly revolving around how the pace of the early game is, how fast it is, and also how long game lengths are right now. We're going to touch a little bit on pathing around critters, make that a little more natural, and also speeding up the unit movement speed by a tiny notch.
Yeah, and the goal here is not to feel like your units can dodge anything and get ganked super quickly. It's just to change
make them
a little
feel
bit.
a little more responsible.
And one of the thing I mentioned at the brief at the beginning that I'll touch on again is if you're having crashes or disconnects or anything, do let us know. File the bug reports. Even if you filed 5 bug reports already, some of these bugs,
that's fine. It's always useful.
Yeah, sometimes there's bugs where we don't fix. We see 100 bug reports with no information in them just because of luck, and then we get the 101st bug report has that crucial piece of information in the log that lets us figure out what's actually going on. So keep the bug reports coming if you're having crashes, and thank you all for bearing with us as we sort out our stability issues. This is alpha, that's what this is about. So, and I know it's sometimes been a little hard to actually get games because of this, and so we just want to thank you all for your patience, and we are working on it as quickly as we can.
And we'll keep you updated. So again, the patch should go live around 5 Pacific time.
Yeah, so just in time
we'll
for
let you know,
tonight's PvP.
And we'll post the patch notes, on the forums and on the subreddit as soon as possible.
And 24/7 PvP all weekend.
Starting tomorrow?
So
no, Friday.
Yeah, starting Friday. Yeah, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
same
thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, let's do one last quick check for questions on the stream, and then we'll sign off.
Let me switch to the correct one.
Game length. Yes, we are looking at ways to shorten the average length of the game. For Malcalix. And Bobby probably talked about at the beginning. It's tricky to do it in a way that doesn't make the game feel very artificial. But rest assured, we are working on it, and
definitely looking
at shorter games.
Shortening the game length in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's take this question here, and then we'll sign off. It feels like units mostly take a lot of punishment to take out. Are there any plans to make fights feel a little bit less nerf gunny? I only just started out, but it feels like most units don't hit very hard. I would advise you, Earth Deity, to watch some of my plays in the game once the VOD is up. Check that out. Because
Mark's army gets wiped in about half a second.
Yeah, literally, my entire unit instantaneously, or my entire army instantaneously destroyed. Seriously though, I think that's probably not an inaccurate sentiment, especially early game.
It depends a lot on your composition, really. There's definitely some compositions and units and heroes that are more focused around supporting, tanking, and things like that. That definitely take a lot of time to take down targets. But a lot of colors, mostly red and white, have quite a few units that can dish out a lot of damage, really, and take out enemy units.
Yeah. So it's definitely a valid question, and I think let us know if you. I know you said you just started playing. Let us know how you feel after 10 games. If you still feel that way, just hop into the chat and talk to Dev about it.
Yeah, the main suggestion I have is just trying out different colors and different units just to feel.
Yeah, because there's definitely some very squishy units and some high DPS units, and I think a lot of the fights we saw in that game were sort of Ryme versus Hydros. I kept
that was on the little slower side usually.
That's so you got a low DPS versus a tank, and that's just going to be not as exciting to watch. Although I do find that more fun to play because as we saw, my judgment and reaction time is not always great. So having an opportunity to correct my bad decisions sometimes helps my.
Gives you a little more time to micro those units out. Yep.
All right, so thanks everybody for watching. We will probably be trying to do a dev stream once a week for the first several weeks of development here, just to touch base with you guys and
feedback and patch and stuff
yeah,
like that. Yep.
Yeah, and then you'll get a chance either to watch bad play or good play, depending on which one.
We'll take turns.
Streaming.
We'll take turns.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks a lot, and see you next time.